One man had a grand vision to create a survival exploration game with a vast world, great crafting mechanics, and fantastic procedural generation. But enough about Minecraft, let's talk about No Man's Sky. Let's start with the good things. The music is both relaxing and fitting with the game's atmosphere, and the art design is a nice mix of alien and familiar nature. And the models of the buildings, NPCs, and most of the individual building blocks of the world are very well done. Talking about the world, it's truly massive, as it contains 18 quintillion planets, but unfortunately, quantity doesn't equal quality, and the procedurally generated planets feel very samey, and because everyone contains almost all resources that are present in the game, and all have the same 4 types of buildings, from a gameplay perspective, you're not required to explore space in order to upgrade your multi-tool, inventory, and spaceship, which is more or less your only goal, besides exploring and getting to the center of the universe, which, as you can probably imagine, is fun the first couple of hours, but gets repetitive as it's not all that rewarding. Okay, now on to the bad things. The performance for tons of people, myself included, has been appalling. On my desktop PC, for which you can find the specs in the description, I was experiencing heavy stuttering. However, things were much worse on my high-end gaming laptop, which runs Witcher 3 on Ultra at solid 40 frames per second. Here, it was struggling to keep the same frame rate with everything on low. And it's not because the game looks that good. The texture quality is awful, and objects very clearly pop in when you get closer to them. On top of that, there are all sorts of bugs, like objects getting generated in terrain, minerals not dropping resources, and the in-game camera often clipping through the ground. Apart from that, the inventory system is frankly awful. You can only craft one item at a time, and you need a free inventory slot to do so. And for some inexplicable reason, you need to hold down the left mouse button for the game to register a click. In addition, the options menu is quite poor, and you can't even turn down the volume of the annoying companion, which you hear every 10 seconds when exploring. But probably the lowest point of the game is its combat. On land, you just point and click in the direction of the enemy, and the auto-aim does the rest. And while the space fights are a bit more difficult and engaging, they are still quite dull. Overall, I wasn't expecting much, but was still left disappointed, which doesn't mean you cannot enjoy No Man's Sky, and if you do, kudos to you. However, I feel like that for $60, the game expects you to build your own experience, but doesn't give you the proper tools to do so.